Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. It is me, it is I, it is she, it is thee, it is who. It is Rosie Rosette 2020 Pal. Okay, this is like my 8th video of the night. I just literally did a Wendy Williams check-in, okay? So we did the Wendy Williams check-in, and now we're gonna do I'm going to critique Wendy Williams' What a Mess. Because I didn't know that there was What a Mess and then Wendy Williams, the movie. So I was taking notes for Wendy Williams' What a Mess. And then I realized that there's a movie. I was a little confused. So these questions that I asked for in What a Mess, I guess they were answered in the movie. All right. So, what I will say, sorry, what I will say is with the movie, no, with the, I guess it was the documentary, yeah, of Wendy Williams, right? The What a Mess. You cried too much, sis. Like, whoo, honey. And then you on the couch, you know, with the emphysema, whatever you told us about us, and thanks for telling us about us, I wouldn't know. It was just too much crying. And then the makeup, and then, well, the lack of makeup. Like, I guess you wanted to give it to us raw, but, oh, honey, that was a little too raw, sis, for us. And I was just like, oh, why so much crying? We get it. That must have been when you were right when, you know, you were really going through, because it was just so many tears. And I was looking at TS Medicine. I haven't really seen too many people do reviews on you because I wanted mine to be authentic. But I did see the TS Medicine and somewhat of the review, of her review, because I really had to go. But, you know, she was saying, girl, you know, what's up with all the tears, honey? You got too much going on to be crying over a man who had another baby and who's rolling your money and funding her with, you know, Rolls Royces and, you know, homes and all this and blah, 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 blah. Girl, I just can't see it. I mean, yeah, I understand that, you know, you guys built this empire and everything, but if the man doesn't love you, or if he can't give you his all, not even his all. The man had a baby by another woman, and I know that was hard, that you had to keep it all under and have a talk show and be the perfect mother and be the perfect daughter. You know, I get it. And, you know, still hold it all under control while, you know, you see him doing his thing for 2 years. 2 years. Honey, Kevin Jr. or Kelvin Jr. would have had to bite that bullet, because I'd have been like, oh no, baby, you got to go. Kelvin purchased a house for this woman. Now, you know, from what you said, he was the man. I mean, he took you. He was your protector. Let's just say that. He was your protector. He didn't want anything to happen to his Wendy. Kevin did, and I can almost guarantee you, Kelvin does love you. Now, is he still in love with you? That's a whole nother thing. And apparently not, because if you can have a 10-year relationship with another woman and then have a baby with her while you're married, what kind of love is that? No, I can't say that. I can't say that. I cannot say that he's still not in love with you. I think Kevin wanted to have his cake and eat it too. And I think with Sharina, the funny looking one, I think that karma is going to come towards her from, I think, allegedly is already coming. And does he already have another side to, you know, a man with money? I told you, when people get money, they get really weird. And hopefully, Wendy, I mean, you do. You know, you have your issues. We all do. I'm just broke weird. Okay, there's a difference between being broke weird and being eccentric and having a lot of money. I will, you know, Not that I would like to trade places with you. I would like to trade bank accounts with you. Let's just make that clear. I don't know about trading places or whatever, because you know what? But you haven't really been through a lot. I think I've expressed on more than one videos. I know many of women who've been through much worse than you have. I guess the fact that you are on, national TV or whatever, and you talk shit about everybody else, and then when it comes back to you, whatever, you still have to save face. So, oh, woe is me or whatever. But you were you're very open for you to do this. But but you're smart, because you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna tell my story. Oh no, you guys are going to get everything that I want to tell you. But the thing about it is, the difference between me and the people I talk about, I'm gonna make $1 off of it. Now, I don't know how much she made off of it, but let me tell you, those commercials, oh my goodness. Why so many commercials? I think the first one was an hour. What a mess. I think that was an hour, maybe a little over it. But the commercials had to be at least 25 minutes of the hour. Like, Lifetime definitely made their money off of it. I would just like to know, how much did Wendy get off of What a Mess and off of the movie? I would just like to know, because she got a pretty penny. Because let me tell you, Lifetime made the money off of that movie with the commercials. I'm telling you, out of the 2 hours of the movie, at least 45 minutes of it was commercials. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I've never seen so many commercials in my life for anything. For anything. Thank goodness that I, have the adverse AT&T, whatever, where you can, skip through it. You can record it and skip through it, because my goodness, no, there's no reason for that many commercials. I mean, damn, how much did you get paid, Wendy? But the tears. Now, Tommy, so I'm confused. So was that a plot for you and your brother to go through that regarding your mother's funeral, to hype up for the movie? Because you guys are close. And now he has a platform on his YouTube channel. But, was it authentic? Like, I don't know if you went to your mother's funeral, or, the actual funeral, not the wake, but the actual funeral. I don't know. Were you so happy to have Kev around? Did the son really have a test? Not that it's gonna make a difference in my life. Like, whether you did or didn't, I still have to pay my bills. Okay, I'm not monetized or whatever, so it doesn't matter, whatever. Whether you did or I don't. Well, no, I do care, because that says a lot about your character. That does say a lot about your character. Now, if you and your brother are in cahoots just to get, your ratings up for the movie, that's a whole nother thing. I just don't know. I don't know. I will say this. Wig was never mentioned in either the movie nor What a Mess. And I find that a little disturbing, because that was your friend. And you never mentioned him. I don't know his name. His real name. But Wig, yeah, you never mentioned him. This is what a mess. Now, little Kevin, everyone had their say. Like, little Kevin and big Kevin, I'm surprised that they didn't have anything, but I know I'm going to make another video about that. But I know in the movie, you said that you didn't want to talk about your son. And that's understandable, but you didn't make that clear in What a Mess, okay? You didn't make that clear in What a Mess. But the face surgeries, can you please stop? Because you could see the lips, and then the cheeks, the eyes, or whatever, like. And it looks like you got surgery on your nose, because, like, the nostrils are like this. And it doesn't seem like this, but they're, like, shaved back. Like, you got a nose surgery, and you had it back like this. your nostrils are like pushed back like that. I don't know. And the lips and the bow tie. I mean, I know you tell us, but I guess you wanted us to see you raw. I guess with all the crying. With all the crying. With all the crying. I guess. And then, and what a mess. You didn't mention your first marriage. You did mention it in the movie. It was sad to see your mother. It was very sad to see your mother. And what a mess. And, I'm giving her commentary or whatever. That was almost a tear jerker for me. And I can almost imagine how you felt. Now, I don't know if they aired this, What a Mess, before. I don't know. I never saw it, but, in seeing it then and seeing your mother and your father, but seeing your mother, it was a tearjerker. It really was. Let's see. BB, Lisa, James. Who is Lisa and James? I don't know. Okay, so your miscarriages. Okay, so you had 3 miscarriages. But that judge from Detroit said that you had tons of abortions. So I know you had one from either Eric B. or Rakim. I think you dated Rakim, allegedly. So it said that, in the movie, but Biggie was never mentioned. Like, so did you only have 3 relationships? Rakim or Eric B. I think it was Rakim. The guy who you were married with and Kevin? I know you got around more than that. I know you got around more than that. Now, do you want to put all your dirt out on TV? No, but come on, girl. You have more than 3 relationships or whatever. And I mean, I know about that one night stand and everything, but I'm not buying it. And then you said that Kevin didn't abuse you. But we have people who said that he abused you in front of everybody. So are you mentally okay with saying that your husband didn't abuse you, but yet you have witnesses that said he abused you at your office, in front of your staff, at his mother's house, at your house? Like, come on, girl. Like, really? I don't get it. Like, what am I missing, or what are you missing, as a matter of fact? So, that was kind of like, I don't know. Ooh, and not the backwoods bitch. So you just giving it up for Serena. I guess, you kept it under traps until that divorce was signed, and now you're just letting it go, and you should. See, this is what we wanted to hear from you, a year or 2 ago. This is what we wanted to hear a year or 2 ago, but for some reason or another, I guess, since you were going through a divorce, you had to keep it, hush hush, and act like you didn't know. But okay, we get it now. But girl, Jesus. But no, I will say you're smart. And I did say that, before. I did say that you were smart before. The weight thing. Was really, I guess that was really an issue for your parents when you were growing up. Why didn't they just want you to be happy and just be who you were, or whatever? But maybe that's why you are today, because they stressed you out so much about your freaking weight. Now I understand why you remain so tiny. And I heard in person that you're really skinny. So, I understand. I understand why, you love Kevin. You love Kevin, not loved. You love Kevin. And you're probably still in love with Kevin. He came into your life when you needed it. And the fact that, by him By you being with him, you got off of the coke. Well, hell, anybody could love, deeply love a person. I think that's the same thing that happened to Mary J. Blige with her ex-husband. She was able to get off of drugs. I'm not on drugs, so I can't. I just can't even relate. There's nothing that drugs, I just can't see myself on drugs. For one thing, I'm too cheap. And for two, I've seen so many people die and, crackheads and all that. I could never put myself through that. I don't even want to, and I could sit in a room, and I have sat in a room with a whole bunch of drug addicts doing drugs. I don't know drug addicts, but whoever people do drugs. And I'll just look at them, and you can't pay me to take nothing. Now, I think I did eat some, cookies with weed, whatever. But as far as that coke and all that other stuff, heroin and meth and crystal and all that, nah. But I'm not being judgmental. I'm just saying I could never do that. Y'all go ahead and do what you want to do. But, I mean, it ain't going to take a man to get me to get off of drugs. Now, I mean, I got some other issues. I'm addicted to shopping and stuff like that. I'm a hoarder. Yeah, okay, that's one thing. And maybe it might take a man for me to get off of that type of addiction. But as far as drugs, no. But I'm happy that, Kelvin, was your savior in so many ways. I do. And this story somewhat, explained it, but I think you left out a lot, which you should. I mean, I guess you can't give everybody everything or whatever. And you said that you wrote some of the things in the books. Now, as far as Method Man, I'm kind of jealous. But I think when you guys had that situation, I don't think he was the Method Man that he is today. Because Method Man is fine today. Just, he's kept that body right. He got that eye corrected or whatever. He dresses in suits, and that body, my God, that body is just everything. I was kind of jealous. I was like, oh, she got some of Method Man? Okay. Yeah. But then, you said he took advantage of you. I'm not going to say the R word. He took advantage of you, whatever. Well, I mean, if you go to a hotel afterwards or to someone's house after the club, I mean, no is no. Don't get me wrong. No is no. But why did you go to the room or to the hotel room or whatever after the club? What was you expecting? Was y'all going to just sit and talk about life and, whatever? I mean, a hookup is a hookup. I mean, now, you was amongst the dirty. So it's not like you were pure and innocent, Wendy. I mean, you was doing hella drugs in college. You talked about how, you used to be buck wild in college. So I don't understand. But maybe I'm missing something. So that's why I went on to look at the movie so that I can get a little more. But let me see, is there any other notes that, no Charlemagne. So in What a Mess, you didn't mention Charlemagne at all. At all. Why? What? I mean, okay, I guess you stopped talking to Charlemagne because of Kelvin. But why not mention him? You as bad as Salt and Pepper and Spinderella. Why would you not mention Charlemagne? I thought that you guys got cool, but I guess not. But you know what? It was just way too much crying. But your sister, now why is your sister, not that I'm a colorist, but why is your sister so dark? Do you guys have the same father? Because the sister's like the darkest one in the family. But I did have an aunt. I do have an aunt. She's still alive. And, all of her sisters and brothers are like my color. And she's dark. She's the darkest one in the family. She's the darkest one. Same mother, same father. But she's dark. She's dark brown. And I guess the same thing that happened, with your sister Wanda. I don't know. I don't know if your mother did, was that her father, whatever. Not that it matters. But she seems very smart. I don't know how I got that from the movie, but she seems to be the smart one. And I put another note, please stop the face surgeries, the cheeks, the lips, and the nose. Like, girl. Ooh, girl, please stop. That's enough. That's enough. You're starting to look like Michael. You can look like Michael Jackson if you don't already. Like, but I don't know. I don't know. I've never gotten face surgery. Nothing. No Botox, nothing. But again, I do want to get, a filler in the laugh lines. I do want to get my lips a little pumped up, the top one. And I do want to get the under eye bag thing. But I don't want to get cut up. I just want them to insert, not cut. Just insert. Insert some fat around here and the laugh lines. And then put the lips up. Not cut them up. Just insert. But I don't know if the insertion is going to end up looking like I'm cut up. I don't know. And then I'm definitely I will be like you. I am getting this stomach cut off. And hopefully they can lipo, some of it or whatever. But then, unlike you, I'm getting something a little added to my booty. Yeah. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed What a Mess. But the crying, Jesus. I understand you was going through it, but half the movie is you crying. We get it that, you were going through a bad time and you wanted it to be authentic or what. I don't know, but that crying, I was like, oh, girl, please. Lifetime is very depressing because after I watched that, I think I watched Michelet, and then it was another movie. You know what? Looking at Lifetime all Sunday on a Sunday afternoon, you need a box of tissue because it's just too emotional. Lifetime, my goodness, you guys need emotion. You guys, if it's not emotional, I guess it doesn't, survive or whatever. Like, who is your recruiter, whatever, your project manager, your producer, executive producer, or CEO, whatever. I guess every Lifetime movie has to be emotional. The other movie I saw was remember the lady who took that baby and raised her? Another emotional movie. So I guess Lifetime, you need to go to the Dollar Tree and get you a box of tissue because you will need. It's too much crying. Thank God I didn't make a video yesterday because I would have had my bags would have been really bigger because I didn't cry, but my goodness, I mean Wendy was better year than me. I don't think I ever cried. Only time I cried, I guess I cry for deaths. People die. My father died. My grandparents died. That's when, you get me. That's when I'm really good. Or if I'm tired. I remember I cried once with my boss. I was just boohooing. That's a lack of sleep. I rarely cry, but that's me. That's me. I guess it's something tragic. But, I don't really remember her crying regarding her mother. Like, you're going to cry over a nigga, but not your mother. Oops. Did I say nigga? Sorry. Go figure. That was a low blow. Let me take that back. That wasn't right. It might have been true, but that wasn't right to say. Jesus. Why so much crying? That got on my damn nerve. Like, girl. Ugh. Anyway, okay, I think that's it. I think I've done enough videos tonight. I will continue tomorrow on Tuesday, February 2nd, regarding the movie. I took some notes. I'm going to watch it one more time, and I'm going to take some notes, okay? Yeah, I'm not even going to mention it. I'm just going to, critique it tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye. Please subscribe. Drop any comments, good, bad, or ugly. I will clap back or say something. I try, at least I'll acknowledge by hitting, the this or that or in the heart thing. But I will, comment back. I have no problems coming back. commenting back, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. Okay? So subscribe, and I shall see you guys tomorrow. Bye.